Welcome back to a very Numeron special. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Hey, welcome back to our favorite series of the year. One of you will be walking away with this cool little deck box we were working on and these really cool elemental sleeves here, as you can see. So all you gotta do is leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about the little series and tell me what you guys want to see. And of course, let's dig on into this. Now, I've been doing a little bit of play testing throughout the night out here, trying to come up with the best thing that we can do. Now, this Numeron list was something I actually ran into on the ladder, and I've had some hilarious games tonight with this. So as you can see, Hatred, Change of Heart, Limited Removal, Numeron Calling, and Snatch Steal. And actually, it's really funny because I won the dice roll here, and I opted to go second, which is just a Fadra and a Raigeki set pass. It's really funny when, you know, this deck can't actually do its full combo out here. So it's just a Resolve a Hatred, Planet Pathfinder go ahead and get Field Spell, Slam Down Field Spell, activate the Calling, special summon out the 3 friends, and then activate Change of Heart, and then your opponent just concedes. That's how easy that this has been. Now, I ran into some hiccups along the way tonight, actually. This is one of them. I did not expect 6 Samurai, especially, I lost a dice roll for this one. I was like, what? Why? Like, why? What else wants to go second right now in the format that's not named Tenpai? So we just end on Megaclops Pass here. You know, we have the Change of Heart, we have the Gamma Seal, we have the Heartbeast Feather Duster, and we have the Thrust. So I really wasn't thinking, you know, too much into this, but they're going to go ahead, they're going to go all the way up through all of this. I'm sitting here, I'm very confident in this. I was like, you know, the timer's going to run down across the table. You know, we're not going to have to worry about anything. You can see that they are doing the large lines of climb up here. All right. And then, of course, they do get to the gateway. I'm not really doing anything. Like, we're still in going second mode down here. There is not much that we are really looking to do here. You do see the Anishi coming down here. Unfortunately, this Anishi doesn't do anything. All right, just getting into the cuttings, and they are looking for as many ways to kind of go through, you know, Lion's Play as they can. I actually saw this Dugaris, and I was like, why are we making the Dugaris? Down comes the Grandmaster. I was like, I guess they could, you know, combo up into something really big and try to do some damage over this with the loops, but okay. So as you can see here, Smoke Signal resolving here. All right, continuing to stack on up. Down comes the good card. And then we get Underworld Goddess. So it was at this point that I was like, oh, you know, they do plan out for this. This was definitely very cheesy. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and hit that concede button there because when your opponent has an out like this, and you know, there's only so much that you can actually try to do while playing this deck. That was just a very unfortunate side of events. Now, this game, this was actually, I think, really hilarious. Now, I didn't expect to see other going second decks out here on the ladder, let alone anything else, because, you know, we're playing Numeron. I also want to point out to you that having my network get shut off by actually hard activating the network and, you know, watching it get Dominus Impulsed was some of the worst bad Yu-Gi-Oh! I've had today. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to get Heat Waved here. This is just funny. Sure, Heat Wave 1 resolves. Okay, Terraforming on in to the Pacifist. Yeah, it's pretty good, right? And we're going to go ahead and set Pass. Sure, not really all that crazy. We'll go ahead and hit End Phase. I mean, sure, we're not doing anything, but nor are they. All right, they're going to go ahead and Heat Wave here. They're going to go ahead and set 1. Sure. All right, we drew Heartbeast Feather Duster. Sure, we'll go ahead and set 1. Not really doing anything else here. All right, nice Pot of Extravagance off of the top. Feels real good. Heat Waves are done. So at this point, you know, they have the Imperm, they have the Schiller, they have the There Can Only Be One, and they have Fist back here. Really, this is just good. All right, and we drew into a Gamma Seal. So we're going to go ahead and slam down Hatred, go ahead and stack them all back up. They'll go ahead and get their little token friend, and they'll get their Search here, which they can activate from the hand. We're going to go ahead and Feather Duster now because we want that off the field. Now we can safely deploy this. We'll go ahead and hand them the really fun card here named the Turtle. All right, and they'll go ahead and mill off, and we have OTK established here because they have a monster for us to run into. I love that they stopped the draw there, by the way. They're just like, no, you cannot draw cards. All right, we'll go ahead and take our damage. All right, it's also really funny because I think they think that there's an interaction that they could try to do here off of this, and go ahead and resolve AK, because they try to imperm that, and of course that's not actually going to resolve. Like that's not how that whole interaction works. So it was a cool attempt on their part. Now, this one, I think, was the most interesting of the matches I've had tonight. Obviously, we went through a lot of rage quits tonight. A lot of people just saw Numeron, they're just like, huh? Like, what's going on? Like, what is this? So we're actually against purely Dark World. And I gotta tell you, this is, I think, one of the more interesting little hands that you can see here. So we're going to go ahead purely on up here. Go ahead. Hello, Dark World. How are you? All right. Sure. Go ahead and stock on up into this. Go ahead and purely time. All right, my friend. Go ahead and resolve here. Go ahead and, hey, look, we got a good card. Purely time. Go ahead and excavate. Not really anything of value there, which is really disappointing, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and Nor on up here. We'll go ahead and Nor. They're going to go ahead and get the leap. We'll go ahead and target that. Bring up our purely. Dark World time. I gotta love the free resources that this package is actually kind of able to generate. It's also very interesting because they have this ash in their hand. Up comes the Dark World. Go ahead and stack into this and pass. And then we'll go ahead and suck up the spell card and pass. Our opponent has Silva, my friend, purely, and the ash in hand, which is just very, very interesting. So we'll go ahead and level up. All right. Gotta love all this draw power this deck gets. Hey, look, it's a Nora. Go ahead and get another draw. Hey, look, more draw. Hey, look, more draw. All right. They literally have... Wow, they're doing the whole Gen and Ken thing in here. I didn't realize this. All right, so we're going to go ahead and Lightning Storm, declare back row. They're like, all right, cool. Hand them this turtle. Taking care of the cat 101. All right, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to activate this thrust. Now, what's very interesting to me is they didn't ash this. I feel like they were like, we can stop whatever else they might have in their hand, because a thrust resolving just means, you know, we'll stop it on like attack talents or something like that. But no, we are actually resolving here, which is crazy. We'll go ahead and Raigeki off their field. Go ahead and Numeron Network. Go ahead and do this, mill off, and then go ahead and call up the friends. And they're going to go ahead and hit that concede button there, because there really isn't much of a leeway for them to play the game anymore. They just got OTK destroyed, which is, you know, definitely what you want to be seeing with this sort of deck, is it's able to kind of plow through and do its thing. Let's pass on over to that deck. So this is the annoying special. Actually, the reason why I wanted to cover this today was I always love Numeron. I always try to start the 12 Days series off with this deck because it's very cool. And I actually ran into this deck while playing Blue Eyes on the ladder a little while back. I'll try to get some Rizal action and some Malice action in here later in the week for you guys, especially since those decks are coming out. But hi, Lava Golem. How are you? So yes, we are playing triple Lava Golem, triple Kaiju. Both of these are mandatory. You do not give a singular crap about your normal summon whatsoever in this deck, unless you have to play in a Pathfinder. Go attempt to find field spell, which is a little bit disappointing if you have to do that, but it does work out. And then, of course, triple copies of the Numeron wall, because this literally gets the OTK fodder all set up so that you can do your thing. And of course, we are playing the 1-for-1 to be able to get to that Numeron wall. Trust me, you will appreciate having access to the wall at all points in time. And then, of course, we have Yield, Change of Heart, 1 Raigeki. I might adjust this. I kind of like more Raigekis in a deck like this. And of course, 2 copies of the Lightning Storm, 1 Feather Duster. Triple Thrust definitely turned out to be very much needed in this. 2 Hatred Nade. I actually like this card. This card was very, very strong for playtesting sake today. Being able to clear off back row is really, really strong. We also have 1 Terraforming. Of course, triple copies of Numeron Calling. 2 copies of Memories of Hope. I like drawing cards, as you should too. And then, of course, only 1 Cosmic Cyclone in the main. I think that's fine. We also have 2 copies of Limit Removal to try to win the game. 2 copies of Forbidden Droplet. We have 1 access point to Snatch Steal, so yes, you do want to play this. Stealing your opponent's monster and then dropping full Numeron combo is pretty good. We also have access to the Numeron Network, and of course 2 copies of Infinite Permanence. Now we are playing 2 copies of Megaclops. Yes, Rizal is in the meta right now. You might have some issues trying to deal with that, but I don't really think it's going to be all that bad. We also have 2 copies of Saruja to draw some cards. Of course, 1 Underworld Goddess, and then you're doing 2 of each of these, and then 1 copy of the Gate Sunya as a little extra of an OTK kind of thing to do your thing. Now remember, I mean, we've lost Apollo, so, you know, we don't have that strong M-board piece anymore. But if you're trying to play Numeron OTK out here in 2024, Dominus Impulse is going to be your enemy. You're going to have a really bad time. And other going second decks do exist in the format, so you're going to have a little bit of an issue with that. But overall, this has been fun. I look forward to kind of seeing what else we can do on the next couple of episodes for this month, because Numeron, it's a fan favorite deck. I love this deck. And you know what? It's just kind of nice to, you know, dig it out and see what we can do. So leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.